Hi, and welcome back to my channel. What do you see in front of you? You see me with my iPad, you see some book covers, you see an ink cartridge, and you see the Canon selfie printer. What is the purpose of this video? Well, I saw somebody on one of the Facebook groups who was using book covers in her planner. She has a different type. I think she has an HP Sprocket, I believe. But I said, oh my goodness. And our ideas are completely different after that. But just seeing that gave me this really, really cool idea. So, and again, it's not my idea. I borrowed it from somebody else. And if anybody else wants to borrow it from me, that's the purpose of this video. So let's show you what I mean. So what you see here is last week's reading. This is a previous week. I only started this at the beginning of September. So this is the first week of September, and this is last week, and this begins today. So I went to my spreadsheet, and I'm holding a selfie stick so I can show you multiple things at the same time. So if you look at my spreadsheet and I go to book survey, it may not come out very clearly, but if we go down, okay, so we are at the wrong time of year. It's I just want to bring it up to now, to current. Okay, so this is my current spreadsheet for my upcoming TBR. As you probably can't read that, and don't worry about it. You don't really need to see it, but I just wanted to show you that that's my TBR. So what I did is I create the TBR first, and then I go into Goodreads and I screenshot the book covers. I am not good with tutorials, so I go to Goodreads and I'll bring up a book. It is loading. Okay, there we go. So like I'm going to be reading My Sweet Girl by Amanda J. Atisa today. So I would just save this book cover by holding it, and then I save it. And I did that, so I grabbed the books from here, went over to Goodreads, grabbed the book covers, and this is what I have for the remaining of September, and anything that I don't get read in this batch will go into October. So how do I do this? Like I said, I grab all the book covers. So we're just going to, actually stand the iPad up. It sounds more complicated than it is, but it's not complicated at all. It only takes minutes. Because if you save all the book covers like I did here, you see all this, there's a bunch of other screenshots in there, like you see a time or whatever, but don't worry about that. So as I collect the book covers, and I'm just slowly scrolling, you can see all the different book covers for the books I wanted to read, mixed in with other screenshots and things of that nature. Don't worry about that. So I go to Goodreads, grab the book covers, and then the next thing I do is I can do it this way. Well, it's in my recent searches. So I go to the Canon program. Okay, that's the Canon selfie. This is the printer right here, the Canon Selfie CP1300. It's currently on. It does use a battery pack, which I have not purchased. I just used AC power, but I do think at some point I will buy a battery pack. And then what you do is, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. This is the cartridge for 4x6 sheets of photo paper, specifically for this printer. So you open the cartridge. This is the part I don't know if I can do with one hand. Sorry for shaking. Okay, there we go. So now the ink cartridge is loaded, right? And so step one is getting my TBR from my spreadsheet. Step two is going to Goodreads and saving the books the book covers like I showed you. Step 4, I would imagine, would be plugging this in and turning this on. Step 5 would be opening the app. Now at this point, it's not going to be able to do portrait. It's going to switch over to landscape. So let's see how I can do this. Okay, so the next step is I want to do photo print. No, I don't want photo print. I want layout. Okay, so I choose that feature, and then I choose end up layout, and I'll tell you why in a second. So I click that. Now it says smartphone, which it's my iPad, but we'll go with it. And then I do recents. And these are all of the screenshots. It's slowly, okay, so these are just, you know, all the pictures. It can print any kind of pictures. If I wanted to print a picture of my cat, for example, or I've got a picture of my, let's see if I put that in here, my granddaughter, for example, I could print a picture of her. So you see when I tap it, it gives it a check mark. Okay, so you can pick any picture, but in this case, we're just going to pick out 6 book covers or 8 book covers because I chose the 8 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll throw my granddaughter in there for a good measure. So I think I chose 8. Okay, so I chose 8 pictures, and then I click OK. And now you see how it's laid out here for 8. Okay, 8 is the reason I chose 8 instead of, I can go 4 by 6, 2 by 3. I can do 4 on one page, or 6 on one page, or 8 on one page. I chose 8 on one page because look at this, it fits in with the classic Happy Planner. Can you see that nice and clear? That's why I chose this layout. So now I have this, and it says print preview. So print preview. And it tells me a warning. I say okay. Now I have the print screen, so I'm going to hit print. And now we're going to watch the magic happen. So it gives it 4 pass-throughs, so that's the first pass-through. I think it's 4. There's the second one. Looking at a third pass-through. And then one more. And it'll be done. There you have it. Now I have 8 pictures, including one of my beautiful granddaughter, Layla. And there's 8 book covers. So all I do, and I can't do this with one hand, is I grab my trusty scissors. And then I cut them to this size. And that's how I print book covers for my planner with my Canon Selfie. There are so many. There's the HP Sprocket, I believe. There's a very small, almost handheld size Canon printer. This, like I said, could be portable if I got a battery in a carrying bag, but I really don't need to take this anywhere. But I just wanted to show you how it's done. And I think I will cut this out and give this to my son so he can stick it in his wallet. He's here, so he can take a picture of Layla and have it in his wallet. So I just wanted to show you that. It only took 10 minutes, but because I'm holding this, it took longer. But I guarantee you, those steps are very, very, very quick if this is something that you'd like to do for your planner. Thank you. Bye-bye.